how easy is it for you to change from CEO to parent? Because I found that really hard. I used to go home and delegate. I used to go home and act like I was a boss and take my emotions away from the relationships at home. Because with me, I find it really easy to disconnect to emotions when I know I have to make those business decisions, but that isn't healthy at home. I became really irritated when the partner didn't understand what I was trying to say, and I was saying it in a way that was kind of detached from who I was as a person. It was a different part of me because we play these different roles in different spaces, and that can be really, really helpful, really, really beneficial in some ways, but in some ways it can be really detrimental because we end up doing it so often that we forget actually who we really are. That's one of the biggest transformations across all of my clients, is we look at who you are. We find out who you are, who you really are, beneath all of the labels, beneath the expectations, beneath all of the things that have happened to you in the past, all of that conditioning. We find the core of you. And so often business owners come to me and they say, I just feel like I've lost myself. I don't even know who I am anymore. And that's one of the biggest transformations that once I've worked with people, they always say, you've helped me find myself again. And that for me is what intrinsic is all about. It's knowing who you are at the deepest level to create a business around that. Because if you create a business around someone you think you are, you're going to end up living and creating this business for somebody else who isn't actually you. And that's where the danger is, because the more we do that, the more we lose ourselves, the more we live up to expectations that aren't ours, the more we become this version of ourselves that we don't recognise, we don't like. And that's why we become exhausted, because we then have to put up this mask of this person all of the time, because as soon as we change, everything changes around us, whether that be good or bad. We kind of don't really know what we want, really, and we kind of get pulled in this direction of the business. The business leads our direction, and we end up getting clients we don't like. We end up doing the work we don't like. We end up resenting people. We end up resenting our work. We end up just thinking, I just want to burn this down. I don't even know what I've done this for. What have I done this for? What is it all for? And we don't want to get to our deathbeds. I know it sounds really grim, but we don't want to get to our deathbeds and think, I wish I'd done it all differently, because when you get to that point, it's kind of it. You're done.